So we're here with the Alexandra Wenman show and Awake Ones, and we're at the Conscious Life Expo in LA, and we've run into Jimmy Church of Fade to Black. Hi, Jimmy.
How are you guys?
Very well, thank you. Thank you so much.
It's weird looking at yourself.
But look at this dot.
Yeah, no, yeah. You know what? Isn't that weird? You can't do this.
You can't.
You've got to do that.
You've actually got it.
You gotta. Isn't this amazing though?
It's wonderful.
It's just incredible.
It's the best. It's the best kind of expo, consciousness expo, I think, that happens.
No question about it. You know, you get here. There's 15,000 people, and the vibe. The second you walk through the door, it's just like, okay, no egos allowed.
Yeah.
Right. And if you've got one, then you're using the good ego, because there's no bad, negative thing here. You can just be yourself, and if you're lucky, you get to see somebody really strange from LA, and you know what I mean. It's they can do that.
Yeah, because us from London, we're really normal.
Oh yeah.
And we're even more normal in Australia. So we come here to kind of get.
You know what? There's so many ways I can go with that. So many ways. But yeah, you're right though. It's you can just come here and be yourself, and the knowledge and learning and being able to hang out with other people and share your experiences and talk, and you don't have to worry about censoring yourself on what you want to say or what you want to think.
Yeah, you
just let it hang out.
That's it. And so you're going live tonight, right? Are you from here or?
Okay. Well, my schedule this weekend. Normally, I'll make this really quick. Normally, we broadcast Fade to Black every year here. We're not doing that this year.
Oh, you're not?
No. Instead, I'm hosting the Ancient Aliens panel, which is in a few hours. And so that'll be downstairs in the main Plaza Ballroom. So that'll kick off the event. It's the first event, and it kicks everything off for the weekend for me, and for the conference. And then I'm hosting and emceeing all weekend. Different events.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And just for our viewers that might not be familiar with you and Fade to Black, which I'm sure they are, how did you get started with all this stuff? All this kind of disclosure, alien stuff, the UFO story, Fade to Black.
Right. I was into that my entire life.
Yeah.
But before this, I was a sportscaster. So I was doing sports radio, and it wasn't me. It wasn't my bliss. I liked it. It was fun, but it wasn't what I wanted to do. So we just decided to change formats, drop sports, which was weird, and just go into what my passion was, which was conspiracy, UFO, consciousness, awakened lost history in Egypt, and all of those things, and then things took off. Oddly enough, what you just mentioned, over in the UK, our new TV show just premiered last weekend on History Channel.
It's
it's called Breaking Mysterious. And I don't know what nights it's on over there, but it premiered over there. Premiered in Australia 2 weeks ago. This week it's Russia, Norway, Denmark, Finland, Spain, Italy, all this week and next week. So everybody over in Europe can check it out. It was really funny. Australia and Canada got the show first before the United States.
Yeah, we usually are the training ground. I mean, the testing ground, the training ground, the testing ground for these things.
Well, and the ratings have been great, and you guys are really enjoying it. So, our UK audience. What's really funny with Fade to Black, and even Coast to Coast, Fade to Black, our audience, United States first, of course, but because we're from here, but the UK, Canada, and Australia fight for #2 every week.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of,
it's like the Olympics.
It's really weird. I can't figure it out, but the support is tremendous. I mean, our Australian audience, you would think, it's Australia and different time zones, and when they can listen to the show live, but they're there.
Yeah.
It's really weird. Australia is a day ahead.
Yeah, I know.
So technically they know my show what I'm going to do before I do it.
Before you even do it. I know, it's bonkers.
I mean, that's right?
Yeah, time travel, darling. That's what she does for a living.
It's bizarre.
I know.
But can I ask you, have you had any personal close encounters?
Yes.
So can you share any of this with us?
I've had a few pretty dramatic things. Probably the most famous one was a couple of years ago at Contact in the Desert. I was there with a couple hundred people on the edge of a cliff, where we were all there, thank goodness, witnessing this dramatic event, and this big, I don't know, a couple of 100 feet around green chrome plasma ball took off and went up into the stars. Went from the desert up. It lasted about 5 minutes and videotaped. Canadian, I think it was CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Company was there with multiple cameras, so they videotaped the whole thing. Yeah, and I was there, I was emceeing, and I was on a microphone, so you can hear me on the PA system using very bad language.
Holy shit.
Right? And so this year at Contact in the Desert, I think we're going to do a presentation with that. We're going to show the original video.
Amazing.
And then, but yeah, I've had my own strange things. Yeah, I know, right?
It's all right. This is a high-tech tripod.
No, this is amazing. You know, this has made what we're doing right here. This has connected the world, our community, where before you would have to write a letter, right?
Yeah.
Or wait for a newsletter to come in the mail, or now we can interact in real time and share ideas and thoughts and sightings and crazy experiences, and our community has grown so much, the knowledge and the information that is out there. So that's why this is wonderful.
It's amazing.
I just love it.
And I saw that video.
Oh, you saw
you
it?
did?
I saw the video that you're talking about, which was absolutely incredible.
It was
really
an amazing. I'm so thankful that of this technology, that this amazing. The funny part about that story is this. So after it happened, and I mean, I was changed, and we all were. That week, my producer over at Coast, she calls me on Monday. She goes, "Okay, so what do you want to do on the show this Friday? Who's your guest?" I said, "Me."
Yeah.
And she goes, "What do you mean?" I said, and then I told her about the sighting. She goes, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, I don't care. I don't care what people think. I'm out of the closet on this one.
Oh, God,
and let's just go with it." Why? It wasn't about me. It was supporting the 200 other witnesses that were there.
With their and saw it.
Yeah, because they can feel good that there's somebody out there in the media that is willing to take the chance and go and do that.
What we keep saying as well is we need to normalize this stuff now. It's gone beyond that this is just a few loonies, you know, having abductions or daydreaming or whatever. There are too many people having these experiences.
Millions.
Billions and zillions. And they can't cover it up anymore.
Right.
So do you think that official disclosure is likely to happen in the next few years? What's your take on that?
I think it's starting now. This, you know, the media and what happened on December 16th, the media was able to finally cover, you know, these things like they've never done it before. I think that it's ultimately going to come from something that's not in the government's control. WikiLeaks, you know, some kind of download, anonymous, somebody cracking some servers, and then the government will have to respond to that.
Yeah.
And I think you know, aside from, we all want, of course, we want the 3-foot or the 3-mile mothership to come in and blow up the White House. That would be disclosure. Right? Yeah. So okay, that would answer a lot of questions, wouldn't it? But short of that, yeah, I think it's going to come from something out of the government's control, and they're going to come back and respond to it. I think it'll be the internet, anonymous, you know, something like that.
So what? Also, like, there's a few different takes on the alien question. So obviously, there's the alien as physical beings that are running around amongst us, an interdimensional alien question. So what is your take on, because I work in the more spiritual side of things, I work as a channel, I've had direct connection with different galactic beings, but not of like, I suppose, a physical sense. So What's your take on that? Do you kind of have you experienced that yourself? Sort of like the communication aspect of it?
Yeah, you know, I can answer that very simply.
Okay.
Is this 1,000 years from now? We're not going to have these bodies.
No.
You and I.
Yeah.
We're going to be light beings.
Yeah.
We're going to move on. We're going to figure things out. We're going to advance. We're going to elevate, vibrate, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
You know, that I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Because I don't. This is a hindrance, isn't it? Right? It's a hindrance.
Yeah, my tripod's hurting quite a lot.
But no, that's what I think. That's
Yeah,
where we're going to be.
agree.
So
Yeah.
why would you question what would be going on with the alien? Now, they could be physical. There's thousands and thousands of races and planets and things, and the possibilities that they could be, and it could be all of them. But the interdimensional light being consciousness, plasma, I don't know what it could, you know, ultimately. But that's what we're going to be.
Yeah,
we're not going to be like this.
It's what we are when we leave these bodies.
Yeah.
When we sleep.
When we sleep, and at the point at which we end this lifetime and we go back into our light bodies.
That's right.
And then we choose another human body to
That's
learn
right.
a lesson. But yeah, absolutely, that's who we are, isn't it? Beings of light. So any form.
That's it. That's where we're going to be, and I'm okay with. I mean, if somebody wanted to argue that point with me, I would say, why would you care?
Exactly.
Why? Isn't that ultimately where you would want to be? You would want to advance, and it's going to be part of evolution, and that's it. Don't question if it could happen.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't. I don't understand that.
Open
and I don't
mind.
think. No, I don't think it takes an open mind. I think it takes a logical mind.
Well, it's common sense.
It's
really.
common sense.
Yeah, it is.
That's it.
It is. Jimmy Church, thank you so much.
Thank you. You guys are the best.
Bless
Great
you.
questions.
Oh, thank you. Have an awesome show.
We'll see you guys.